Migrating can get chaotic like without a solid strategy. So that's why we follow Microsoft Cloud Adoption Framework, a structured and a step-by-step approach to ensure the smooth transition. So here, Cloud Adoption Framework has 6 different stages. So each and every stages, customer needs to look into it and need to take the required action before they are migrating to cloud. The first one is like the defining the strategy. It's kind of like what all their, again, it's a business and the technical goals what they want when they are migrating to cloud. And planning, so identify like what needs to move and when, because as Parthiban mentioned, like we had a client in an education institution. So in there, like they do have a multiple application that are hosted in their in-house infrastructure. So in that, right, so we have to plan like which one needs to be migrated at first, so that we can reduce the complexity of the migration and we can give a zero downtime during the migration as well. So that is why the plan is crucial, so when doing that migration. And ready, so in the ready stage, like it's basically we'll be setting up the Azure cloud environment, so creating a secure and scalable Azure landing zone for the smooth migration. So we'll be deeping diver into the Azure landing zone in our next webinar sessions, so stay tuned for that. And the next stage is like the adopt. So like I just wanted to take a deep into that adopt stage, because it contains the migration and modernization. So it will cover all the best practices that needs to be followed during the migration. So once the cloud environment is ready, it's right, the landing zone is ready, so we need to take the adoption steps. So the migration process should be well structured to minimize the disruption to business operation. So here we have listed down a list of migration tools that Microsoft Azure offering, so which contains Azure Migrate and the database migration services, all the site recovery and everything. So we will make sure to use every services which Azure offering to make sure the smooth transition to the cloud. So in that, like Azure Migrate is a key tool for accessing, migrating and all optimizing the workload. So how Azure Migrate support a seamless migration? So like first one is discovery and assessment. So we have to identify the dependencies and the readiness and the estimated cost. So obviously client needs to know like what cost they are cutting down when they are moving to the cloud and what they are going to pay for the use in the cloud. And the server and database migration, so like all the lift and shift, rehosting, re-platform strategies, so Azure Migrate is supporting on that as well. And along with that, right, so we are providing a Microsoft funded assessment with AVASOFT. So as part of Azure Migrate and Modernize program, so AVASOFT offers a Microsoft funded assessment to help organization to evaluate their cloud readiness. So it includes like workload discovery. So they will be identifying the dependencies and assessing the migration. And the cost estimation. So already I mentioned about that, the cost, how much they are going to cutting down with the help of the total cost of ownership and how much they are going to spend in cloud. And the strategic recommendation. So we'll be providing a roadmap to organization for a structured and risk-free migration. So all this will be comes under the Microsoft funded assessment with AVASOFT. We'll be providing that.